Alright class, this is Mr. Miller's homework help for your homework assignment over the Thanksgiving break. It's a very short one, and if you pay attention and follow along with the whole video, it pretty much covers the entire assignment. So hopefully this helps you out, or if your parents are trying to help you out, it'll help them out, okay? The first question is 8m plus 8 minus 2m. And what you're pretty much going to see on all these types of problems is that the question is going to ask for you to simplify, okay? So what you have to do here is, let me change my highlighter color so you guys can see it a little bit better. What you're going to have to do here is identify all your like terms. And the two things that you have to have for them to be alike is the same variable and the same exponent. And those are usually the two things that you're only going to look for. And if you ask my class, usually it's Maddie and Alana are the first ones to jump at to know that one, right? So for a sign of the same variable, you're going to look for the same letter. That's what a variable is. Well, I've got an M and I've got an M right there. Those are both M's. And they both have the same exponent of 1. They mean the same thing there, okay? They both have the same exponent of 1. So that means I can combine 8m and minus 2m. And all I'm really going to do is do 8 minus 2, which would give me 6. And then I'm going to bring the m down, because they both had an m. Okay? So 6m. And since I didn't use this one up here at all, it's also going to just come down. 6m plus 8. And that would be my final answer to number 1. Now, on the second one, we've got one that's a little bit more in depth. Okay? So again, I'm looking for the same variable and the same exponent. 14p has the same variable and the same exponent as 3p, because they both have a p and they both don't have an exponent at all, which would be considered 1. So 14 plus 3 equals 17. That would give me 17p. Now this is where it gets a little bit trickier for some people, but I've got 14q and negative 1q. So that would be 14 minus 1. That would give me 13q. Now the tricky part here is that a lot of people get stuck on, well, what do I do with those two numbers? Do I times them? Do I divide them? Do I subtract them? What do I do? Well, this came out to be a positive answer. Since it's a positive answer, you're going to add those two numbers right there, those two equalities. And that's your final answer, because 17p and 13q cannot be combined. They don't have the same variable, so therefore they are not like terms. Okay, here we go again. I've got to identify my like terms. 19 doesn't have a variable, doesn't have an exponent. It's the only one like that. 11p. Okay, it's got a p and no exponent. 2p has a p and no exponent. So those are like terms. 11, my plus came from there, plus 2 equals 13. So I have 13p. Now, this 19 up here. Again, if you don't use it, you just bring it down. And it already had a plus in front of it, so it's still plus 19. And that's your final answer for that question right there. Now this is one that students generally get tricked on very easily. I have P right there. It's my only letter. It'll come down by itself. I've got 15 and I've got minus 5. Those two both do not have a variable and do not have an exponent. They can be combined. So 15 minus 5 equals 10. This is a positive 10, so my answer will be P plus 10. So essentially all I did was simplify that right there, but that still gives me my simplified answer. Now, the last one is a independent problem. You must do it alone. This was a very generous homework assignment because it's only 5 questions, and if you watch the video, that you get the first 4 done for you. So, hopefully, watching this video, you're able to identify the like terms and then complete the operation afterwards to simplify your answer. Just remember, you have to first, more than anything else, identify your like terms, like I have 8m and negative 2m over here. Okay? So, this has been Mr. Miller's homework help. Hopefully it is actually helpful to you, and that you didn't just watch it and then write down the answers at the end. But I look forward to seeing you guys in class after the break. Thank you.